Hey folks, welcome back to GP Reactions. My name's Gal. This is my channel. Big thanks to everybody that has liked, subscribed, and um, shared videos that I've posted. It's really good to be back. I've been away for too long. Um, it was heat related, and everything was just getting way too hot, so I took time out. Um, I am now here. I am going to be starting to do some reactions again. It does feel like it's cooling down outside. It doesn't feel like it's getting overly hot again, like it had done a few weeks back or month back. So yeah. I'm going to be reacting now to a track by Prince Buster and the All Stars, and this track is called Al Capone. I don't know too much about this. I do know that it came out in 1964. It was released on an album called It's Burke's Law in 1965. And it is the B-side to One Step Beyond. So in 1967, in the February of 1967, it was released as a single in the UK, and it did quite well. It reached number 18. So the quality of the music in that charts, I think the Beatles had Penny Lane and Strawberry Fields in that top 40 as well. So it was in extremely good company. And don't know too much about Prince Buster. The name rings a bell. So I'm looking forward to this. This is vinyl, and yeah, it's still sunny and warm outside. So yeah, I don't know what this is going to be like. Is this like reggae? I'm guessing it could be reggae. I think it's one of Simon's suggestions, so thank you, Simon, for that. And yeah, here we go anyway. So let's click play and find out what we're listening to. Snap, crackle, and pop.
Al Capone guns don't argue.
Seems very familiar. Definitely Scar. Maybe an early form of it. That's sax. So I'm going to pause it. I'm going to take it back because I love that sax coming in. This will be known as Scar, I think. So, but I tell you what, it reminds me of. As soon as it started, it reminded me of, and I think they may have, sampled this, or this might have been sort of like not what's the word when you take a song and the lyrics to it. So I think this might be what I heard in 1979 specials, Selector, Gangsters, which would make sense because a lot of tracks, One Step Beyond, obviously that was covered by Madness, but this is good. This is good, and that sax coming in as well, and I think that's where Gangsters came from by specials.
Don't call me Scarface. My name is Capone. C-A-P-O-N-E. Capone.
We're gonna have a bit of toasting then. He's doing that with his voice. Definitely sounds like he's doing that with his voice. Love a piano in this.
My name is Capone.
Brass.
Al Capone.
I love that. Oh, fantastic. Um, yeah, that was great. Definitely, I'm going to put money on it. That was definitely sort of sampled or used by the specials. It's too much alike for it not to be. I'm guessing it was like primed to put some vocals over that. I didn't expect an instrumental, I'll be honest. So this is like kind of wonderful, and in fact, I believe it sits on the B side of One Step Beyond. Actually, makes it really really cool. Um, yeah, that's lovely. I mean, it's just great the way they use these sort of percussion and the piano. Even piano kind of feels slightly, but everything kind of feels like it's fair, but it's hard to kind of like grasp the music in this. It's just I definitely think he's doing that vocally. The um, it must be hard to keep that up. But I don't know. Um, it's quite an entertaining little track. It's hard to kind of like put a finger on it, but if you know, after hearing Gangsters, you kind of want there to be some sort of like singing on it, but you know, it's the original. I believe it's the original version of that, and yeah, I mean, it's, you know, to think that you can make a track, a B-side in 1964, and then you know, it's going to be copied sort of like 15 years later by someone. Um, you know, it was probably I'm not saying it's necessarily a throwaway B-side, but it might not have been um, you know, their central kind of song to the album. I'm not sure. I'm just, you know, speaking off the top of my head here. So, but yeah, it was interesting anyway. Let's have a look. Yeah, of course. I mean, you can imagine that people would dance to this. Somebody said, loved the shuffle challenges. Superb scar memories. See if anyone mentioned. Nobody's actually mentioned that this could have been. So I'm not sure. I am now in doubt whether maybe this was used by the specials, but that's such an interesting song, and love the brass in it. Love the saxophone, and I think I've been spoilt. If you know that you could have been. I just had Terry Hall's vocals in my head. That's I think that's the problem. I couldn't. I didn't get past that. Anyway, it was good. I enjoyed it, and it was different. A different sunshine type song. It does give you those um summer vibes, and I'll tell you why, because I think it probably would have about 1980. and 81. Ska was about quite a lot. There's quite a lot of reggae and quite a lot of ska. So as a kid, you kind of got vibes of his stuff. It maybe wasn't central to what you was listening to, but you had vibes of Pluto Shervington and stuff like this, the specials, Madness, and that. And it was more kind of like felt more kind of cutting and stuff. And that's maybe because they were sort of copies of the old originals, if you like. So yeah, it does give me those kinds of vibes. A little bit more edgy though than the softness and the fun of a reggae song. Yeah, but you can imagine yourself dancing to it. I used to know a few people that would dance to his music and stuff back in the day. Anyway, folks, tell me what you think. If you enjoyed that, please drop me a like, and I'll speak to you all soon.